Of course I was going to take a break on Halloween. Were you expecting me not to? So, moving on. Reality Check starts us off with this latest chapter, showing off Twilight talking to Time Turner and discussing what's going to happen. And from there we moved on to Dude. Oh, God. Reality Check. I'm going to be frank with you. We do not care about Duke Blood. We do not care about the political machinations going on behind the scenes. We do not care about the political conspiracy. Do you know why? Because you got two big plots running here. You've got the Nick subplot and the Twilight subplot. Throwing in this political thriller and whole entire, oh, Duke wants to get Princess Twilight into his thumb bullshit is not necessary, not needed, or is it wanted? A lot of people didn't like it in the multiverse, and nobody likes it here. If you want to write a big old political thriller with intrigue and plots within plots and all that, write it. Make its own story. Develop it naturally. This comes off as overly stupid. Not to mention, his plan is also stupid. How's he going to get Twilight under his thumb? By marrying into the family, marrying into this big old political family, so that way she would be weaker. Do you know what the problem with that plan is? It's the same problem you encountered earlier. This is a matriarchal society. Matriarch, as in mother, as in the woman is in charge. If Twilight marries into that family, she would be in charge and has the power. What? Did I ruin that fantasy for you? Did I just reminded you that there are places where women have the power? Don't read anything for Dritz, buddy. Because, yeah, that happens. Hate to break it to you, but the girls in these stories are not meant to be your fuck toys. They are strong, independent, intelligent women. Please treat them as such. And I know why this whole entire political thing is here. Let me guess. You're going to find some way to use it to send Twilight back to Ponyville. A problem you created! A problem that I may add shouldn't even be here, shouldn't even exist, because you don't give a proper explanation. But when we get there, I'll remind you why this whole entire plot point is stupid. So what does Duke do? He wants to run some gossip programs and start going for some paparazzi. Aren't you thrilled? And you know what? I'm looking at this whole entire idea that the celestial problem comes from the Western nations, and all I can think of is that I turned the West in my stories into Mother Frackin' Taldore for Critical Role, with plenty of fantasy and high adventure and all that. Reality Check went with political. I had to ask, what sounds better, adventure or politics? I know which one I'm enjoying more. Yeah, my own fic. And so the paparazzi scene commences. We have Diamond Tiara mocking them, and especially mocking Nyx. Why? Wouldn't she be trying to get into Nyx's good graces? Never explained. Well, other than Reality Check decided, gotta pick on the police and gotta pick on the main six for an episode I hated. Because I don't have a funny bone. That's why. I don't like this episode because the girls got picked on, and I'm going to use it to release my frustrations. Even though these scenes were silly, and not to be taken seriously. And they were meant to be fun. And they were meant to be ridiculous. And over the top. Grow a funny bone and just relax. Last I checked, this is not Avatar. If this was Avatar, different story. But this is Pony. actually laugh for once! Or are some of these people who complain about certain episodes like this the same type of people who watch a Looney Tunes episode and act serious about it and try to talk about the physics? What scares me is that I know there are people out there who would be like that, and that scares me. Maybe I should start acting more like some of these people like Reality Check and take episodes that I find funny and just silly and just had a good laugh at and take them seriously. No, then my life would be lame, and I would never do that. What's also making this stupid? You would think Duke Blue Blood wouldn't be doing this when there's a middle of another national crisis right beside him going on. But he is. He's being a moron. Speaking of moron things, we have Celestia and Triton getting together. Whoa! I am so excited. I'm so thrilled for these characters who've had, 2 scenes together? But let's ignore that for right now. Do something more fun, shall we? Sonic Frontiers is out next week. I've got a pre-order set up, and I want to read something special. The planet Mobius used to be a beautiful and fun place to live, until the evil Dr. Robotnik took over, using his polluting robots. A brave team of freedom fighters struggled to overthrow the dictator, led by the fastest and way coolest dude on 2 feet, Sonic the Hedgehog. Today's story is Don't Cry For Me, Mobius. This Megamuck will stop you in your tracks, Sonic! Gotta hit me first, Robotnik. Robotnik starts shooting Megamuck from his pipeline as he flies in his Echo Cart, chasing after the hedgehog. Sonic then leaps, dodging out of the way. And so I shall. I gauge your speed. Hey! No fair jumping! All fair's love of war, Doc. And this ain't love. Then again, maybe it is. I do love to drive him crazy. As Sonic runs, he quickly seats up with Caterpillar. Well, that's enough for today. I better head back to... Whoa, Roadblock! Please, call me Caterpillar. Now you're trapped, Hedgehog. You'll tell me the location of that whole village, or I'll case you in Megamuck forever. Let you capture my friends and turn to robots? No way, Tubby. Then prepare to perish, Sonic. I've been waiting for this moment, Robotnik said, firing a huge deluge of Megamuck at Sonic's way. And swiftly, Sonic manages to jump off, letting the Megamuck kick Caterpillar instead. Well, you'll have to keep waiting, because the Sonic Spin's gonna keep that Megamuck off me. God, it's splattered all over my Caterpillar! Ain't that just too bad? You're responsible for this! You! You're nailed and stuck, Tubby. I'd love to stick around, but I got use. I'll get that hedgehog if it's the last thing I do! Catch you later, Metal Mouth. And Sonic says as he runs off towards the Great Forest. This is the way to Dottle Village, where all of us freedom fighters hide out from Robotnik as creepy robots. Hasn't found us yet, and I know you won't tell. All you gotta do is pull open the secret entrance, is pull the vine, but I gotta make like Tarzan, man, and jump into the stump. Hold on, here until you spats. Woohoo! Sonic slips around many tubes, rap sings, and you know what? I gotta ask myself, whatever happened to the secret underground entrance in the comics? I mean, sad to have they've always lived in the woods, but in the comics, they just quickly moved from being underground into the village. Huh. Almost there. Then they hit the hay, and with that, letting on a pile of hay, Sonic goes, I'm back. As a kid, I used to trace my finger with that thing all the time. Sonic, my hero! Were you battling dozens of Robotnik's evil androids again? I hate to brag, Tails, but you will. Give it a chance, Rora says, walking onto the screen. Bragging's one thing, Router. Leaving a trail for Robotnik to follow is another. Princess Sally! Have no fear, you're a royal warrior. I took off at warp Sonic speed. My feet never touched the ground. Boy, I just know how you did it, Tails says, trying to rev up. I've been practicing the same move myself. Watch me, everybody! Careful, Tails. And with that, Tails accidentally trips over a rock. Oof! Isn't that sweet, Sonic? The way he idolizes you, like we all do. Huh? All the residences of Nahal. Not me, of course. Imagine me idolizing you. Yeah, imagine that. At that, Antoine manages to walk into the room. Your Highness, I have an important announcement. I just realized, in these early issues, Antoine's accent isn't nearly as pronounced. Well, if it isn't Antoine de Colette, Nahal's #1 blowhard. Sonic, please. Ahem. What's the announcement? Too much starch in your underwear again? As a matter of fact, no, my message is most important. A leak has been discovered here at Noto. It could be flooded out, or worse. Robotnik could use trickle-down technology to locate us and destroy us. How awful. I'll say, it needs help delivering semantic speeches. I love these old comics on how they divided the stories into part 1s and part 2s. Something that disappeared later on. A lot of callback to early Silver Ageness that I just love. Sonic the Hedgehog must be eliminated. On Robotnik's desk reads Dr. Robotnik, Supreme Dictator, Industrial Polluter, Megalomaniac, Corrupt Politician, Underhanded Reparate, Rainforest Ravager, Puppy Kicker, Oil Spill Coordinator, Holiday Here, and finally, Insurance Salesman. You gotta wonder, does that reason he hates Wes Weasley? Is that Robotnik's a better insurance salesman than him? A buzz bomber flies in the air. Yes, Doctor. But how? We can't find the freedom fighters' hideout. Wait, I gained something on the spy screen. Crabmeat says, playing along with a model. Good work, Crabmeat. A group of non-robots are wandering the edge of the great forests. It could be them, Robotnik says, tapping his metal arm against the monitor. I just cleaned that monitor. Come, Buzz Bomber. We shall join them and crush them! Stand back, gang. The source of the leak is just ahead, but we're within range of robotic spy satellites. I'll take you out, Sonic! Don't be full of steers. Only your my kind of is qualified. Right. I'm afraid to answer right, little buddy. He's the one who should go. Now I shall prove to you that I am no that's that. Smoosh! Maybe not, but you're still a wet blanket. You'll set it up, Sonic! Sure. Here's your leak, Gansey. This stand of weeping willow trees. Huh? To Sonic, this is right. It's a stand of a bunch of trees, crying. Gotta love the weird humor of the early comics. Recently, Robotnik bulldozed several acres of forest trying to find Knothole's entrance. The willows have been crying for their fallen friends. So that's why it's so wet. How sad. Blub. I got an idea. But first, let's get back inside the forest. Out here we're supposed to attack! Tails, haven't I asked you not to finish my sentences? I'm not. I'm saying we're under. Attack, Buzz Bomber! Yes, Doctor. And with that, Robotnik gives chase after the freedom fires. First, we'll smash Sonic's friends with my checker wrecker ball! Oh, come on, Robot. No, Nick. I'm the one you want. Or are you too chicken to chase me? Click, click. Spiny swine, how dare you! I'll greatly flatten you to a Sonic pancake! With that, Robotnik swings his giant metal ball, cracking one of the trees. Well now. Why do you keep saying well? That runner. I find it interesting that these early comics start off with Sally as a brown chipmunk with blonde hair. Because this is where Sonic's heading, Sally. To the well. And just like that, Sonic indeed heads straight towards the well. The well where I hid one of my magic rings, just for such an occasion. I'll give you the power I need to defeat Robotnik. I'll just step in and... Oh man, I forgot the rings rise and fall. Can't feel it! Say your prayers, Sonic, Robotnik says, as he comes in with his checker wrecker ball. I am praying for that ring to bubble up. Like, now! Otherwise I'm toast. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2... Wait, what's this? Sonic reaches in and pulls out the power ring. Its magical air as he flows through him, charging him up. Can't wait, Buzz Bomber, because you and all the other robots' days are numbered. With that, Sonic leaps through the ring, causing the checker wrecker ball to smash Robotnik's head. And when it jumps through the ring like a hula hoop, Robotnik's ball will loop the loop. My beautiful ship, ruined! Everybody, say it with me now. I hate that hedgehog! You're next, Robotnik. Hey, come back here, take it like a man, robot! With that, Robotnik advances to grab onto the Buzz Bomber's tail. How is the Buzz Bomber able to hold that fat tub of water? I'll never know. Get out of here, Buzz Bomber! That's a tall order, Buzz. Or rather, a fat order. I'll get you yet, Robotnik. Later, everybody starts planting little saplings. Sonic, this is a wonderful idea. Planting these saplings. The willows have already stopped weeping. He's my idol. Oh, saplings. I thought he said plant a sap. And down below is Antoine, planted in the ground. This supervising is hard work. Time for a chili dog break. I'll probably do more of the issue later, or I'll probably do something else. I think I'll gladly talk about some of the firsts of the side comic and something that's dear to my childhood. At least until Frontiers comes up. Then I got a special presentation just for you! Meanwhile, reality check continues.